We begin tonight with energy cost concerns. Appalachian Power is asking for a rate hike. This as many complain about the rising cost of fuel and electricity.
The power company has submitted a request to the Virginia State Corporation Commission to increase their base rate by 16%. WFXR's Rian Lowndes spoke with both a representative for AEP and one of their customers today.
She joins us now live from our newsroom. Rian, how would this kind of increase play out exactly?
Yeah, well, guys, a 16% hike on, let's say, 1,000 kilowatt hours per month would be an extra $20 on your bill. Now, for example, the average apartment, I'm told, uses about 400 kilowatt hours a month. So that's a little less than $10 being tacked onto your bill every month if you live in an apartment. So I asked spokesperson Teresa Hamilton Hall why these rate increases are needed.
The base rate is a part of a customer's bill that encompasses the base cost, if you will, of providing electricity. That includes the cost of materials, labor, maintenance of facilities and equipment, even our vehicles. And just like everything, the cost of all of these components has increased over the past 3 years.
AEP submits a rate review every 3 years, so this latest request for a 16% rate increase is nothing new. Spokesperson Teresa Hamilton Hall says the company understands the financial burden, but adds that their responsibility is to provide quality service, and that's gotten more expensive. Their proposal does include a new clause for lower-income customers.
And under the proposal, about 7% of our customers would no longer pay the basic service charge for electricity, and this would result in a savings of about $100 a year.
WFXR News has been receiving calls over the past several months from customers who say their bills are too expensive. Lisa Dyer says she started noticing major increases last year.
In July 2022, August 2022, September, for me, my bill skyrocketed.
She says the billing is also confusing.
Now, this is when you're talking about complex bills, okay? The cover says pay $209. The inside of the bill says their average is $212, okay? Then it says my actual is $116.
Now, this rate hike hasn't been approved yet. I'm told it likely won't be until the fall. And the commission has the ability to accept, deny, or change that 16% rate hike. So it might not actually be that much at the end of the day.
All right, Rian, let's go back to what that customer was saying about complex billing. She's not alone in this.
No, not at all. Now, what she's been seeing is that her monthly averages differ from her actual costs, that she says she's seeing additional fees being tacked onto her bill. Now, I spoke with Lisa Dyer after speaking with AEP, so I wasn't able to ask the company specifically about her situation, but her experience with complex bills is something a lot of customers I've spoken to are able to relate to. Another confusing problem I've been hearing about while researching this story is people who are seemingly being, quote, rebilled. Hall tells me the state commission ordered them to lower base rates in December and asked AEP to, quote unquote, rebill their customers.
So what we did is we had to go back and apply a credit to customers. And that's what they're seeing right now. They're seeing the rebill. All that means is that we are going back into their bill and providing a credit. So it's actually, they'll be getting money back on their bill.
Now, Hall says they have heard concerns about that issue, that it may look like you're getting recharged, but she assures me it's a matter of paperwork. You won't be paying a second time for a previous month. Now, I also checked with her what is the best way for customers to get in touch with Appalachian Power if they're seeing problems with their bill. She says the 1-800 number on your bill is a good way to contact them, but also you can direct message them on Facebook and get responses that way. Live in the newsroom, Rian Lowndes, WFXR News.